There will be a day when that annoys me, and then I'll stop doing it. But until then, it makes me giggle. Anyway, welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions. And today's suggestion comes from a repeat suggester, Caposphere, who said oxymoron. Great suggestion. So good, in fact, I had to do a little research. No, I knew what the word meant. I'm not that dumb, but I was like, what are some examples of oxymorons? And I looked it up and, things like, what was the one? Original copy. Stuff like that. But the one that I looked at a lot of lists, like 100 oxymorons. And I was surprised to find that the one that came to my head instantly was honest politician. And the reason it's not on the list, because technically that's not an oxymoron, except for it is because we know it's true. Right? Technically there could be an honest politician. Except for we all know there's no such thing. So therefore, saying those words together is an oxymoron, except technically by Oxford's dictionary it is not. Which got me thinking, what other oxymorons that aren't really oxymorons are there that we've all just accepted because we know, reality? So I wrote some down. For instance, trustworthy lawyer. Yeah, there's no such thing. An atheist athlete. Based on the fact that every single time there's a victory in sports, the athletes have to praise God for the victory. It wasn't their hard work. It wasn't the fact that the other team didn't call a timeout with 30 seconds. No, it was the Lord above who created the universe who decided that you needed to win this football game. Anyway, it seems to be every single athlete. And so an atheist athlete, I don't think exists. So that would be an oxymoron. Let's see. A calm chihuahua. If you've never seen that, those words can't exist. That's an oxymoron. A needy cat. Also an oxymoron. What else do I got? A smart jury. I mean, there's a reason the phrase is said about juries. Like, if you're the only people who ever are on a jury are people too stupid to figure out how to get out of it. So that's an oxymoron. An intelligent influencer. That's an oxymoron. Because there is no world where you're going to tell me that somebody who is so thirsty to be famous, to use a thing I used yesterday. That's what's called a callback to anyone who watches more than one of these. Anyone who's so thirsty to be famous that they're willing to use a toilet seat and pretend that it's the airplane window just to pretend like they're on a trip to the Bahamas, that is not a person that I can have a conversation with and expect it to not be anything but them just drooling and or talking about how great they are. And at some point they're going to take their shirt off because, let's face it, the only influencers who are popular are basically ones who look good in a bathing suit. But the one thing they are not is intelligent. So that would be an oxymoron. If somebody said, I was listening to this intelligent influencer, I'll be like, no, yeah, that can't be. That is impossible what you just said. What else do I have? A comforting clown. I don't think in the history of clowns anyone said the words, you know what, when I see that clown coming at me, I'm feeling comforted. I know everything's gonna be fine. Because if they're not a killer, which most of them are, they're gonna creep you out in some form. Or they're just going to annoy you. Like, hey, buddy, turn it down. Why you always have to be on? Jeez, just back it off with the fucking whistles and the flower that squirts water and the big shoes and the stupid makeup. Like, just back it. Can we just take a beat? Clown? I'll tell you what, I'm not feeling very comfortable. So therefore, comforting clown would be an oxymoron. Is that it? I wrote this down. I don't know that this is anything. But a workout that didn't work out. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was just, shooting the shit with these. Anyway, not very funny, but I just, but hey, if you have an oxymoron that isn't an oxymoron, but we all know that it is, leave it in the comments. Also, if you'd like to leave in the comments a suggestion for a future Make It Funny, please do that. I can think of an oxymoron. A funny David Dravenak show.